Peoples, what's going on? It's your boy Finesse. That back there is the Challenger. And welcome back to part 2 of the trailer install, build, configuration, whatever you want to call it. So, hey man, if this is your first time coming onto the channel, I go over my experiences in my 2021 Indian Challenger Dark Horse and my wife's 2022 Indian Super Chief Limited. I do rides, reviews, and everything else in between. All right, so like I said before, we're going to be doing, this is the part 2 of the trailer. So in my last video, I left off where I had to do the floors, and I was waiting on the chalks to come in. So the chalks came in. I also got the floor set up for the bikes, which I'm about to show you guys right now. And there's still a few little things that I have to do, right? So here we go. That's how it looks from the back end. And you got the ramp right here. So what we did is I got some what is this, 4x8s, I think is what that is. I think it is 4x8. So we put 2 of those down there for the bikes to sit on, because this the plywood floor that's on there, there's those gaps. So I didn't want the bike to be constantly, well, it's not gonna be constant, but the bike going up and down and then bouncing when we're on the road and all that kind of thing. I wanted some more shoring to disperse the weight. So we put some wood going this way, and I think that's gonna ease my my nerves. All right, so these white spots here, these are some previous holes that I had for some tie downs, but I'm not gonna need it. And plus where we had it, it was moved forward a little bit, right? So I think I had to move it back about 6 inches or so. And I had to move it back because originally I had it just going through the floor, right? I had the chalk going through the floor where they mounted, which is this right here. And so there's 2 bolts underneath there. Here, I'll take it out. And this is the trailer kit that comes with the chalk. These are the Condor pit stop. So take this, slide this back. I'm trying to do it with one hand. Which is not going well. All right, there we go. All right. So you got these 2 screws down here, and they're bolted all the way through. And then this here is where the cross member goes. So I had this moved up about six inches or so. And all it was in the wood. And these are 800 and 700 pound bikes, so that's not gonna work. So I had to move those back to get it in the frame. And basically that's what happened with these, because they were in the wood as well. Even though this is more just a vertical restraint, because all your forward and aft restraint is going to be up here. So this is just to keep the, from bouncing around the back end or whatever. So that's really not going to be pushing too much weight, but all your other restraint is going to be up here. So, but anyway, that's a whole nother thing. So while I had that in there, and it might have been okay, I just didn't want to take the chance. So I just put these also. I moved these back and put those into the frame as well. So, and I also got some more tie down points up here inside the frame. So everything has a metal backing, and everything is going to be tight and secure. So what I'm going to do now. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get the bikes in here. I'm gonna tie them down, and I've been looking at some spots to tie it down, right? So when the bikes come from Indian, when they get shipped in for the Challenger, they've got this area right here, which is on the frame, which is part of the frame, there's a pass-through right there. So they have them tied down like that inside the crate. And then I've got these bars back here for the vertical in the rear, the saddlebag guards. So I'm gonna tie them down to there and go straight down to the floor. Same thing for the Super Chief. I'm gonna get it, maybe I'll go through here. Maybe I'll go through this area instead of this area. But I'll get a place up here on the frame to tie that down, to get that going. And then there's also parts here that are on the frame that I'll just tie straight down as well. And we'll get that going. After that, I'm gonna take a test ride, make sure everything's secure, and I'll pick you back up then. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So I wanted to give you a better look at the truck and the trailer. So got the AT4X, and then this is a 7x14 foot trailer. It's a rock solid cargo trailer. It's got the blackout package. All right. And then looking in the back here, got both the bikes strapped down. Took a test drive. We ended up out here in Pooler at the training parking lot where we do the training with Robert Simmons, Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. So I put these straps over the seat temporarily because I thought we had enough straps, but we didn't, and I just wanted to get a little test ride in today. So what we're going to be doing, though, is strapping them down back here individually off the frame into those rings so that, so we're not putting a crease in the seat, because that would annoy me to no end. All right, so I wanted to take the test ride just to see how the trailer, how it feels behind the truck. So this is the same thing I do when I do group rides, right? So whenever I do a group ride, I like to take the route first if I have the chance, just because I can enjoy the ride more. So if I'm in a big group and I don't know where we're going, I'm worried about these people in front of me, behind me, whatever the case may be, traffic and everything else. It just makes the ride so unenjoyable. So I like going out beforehand to kind of scout the area out and, look at the road conditions and those kinds of things. It helps ease my anxiety. So I wanted to do the same thing with the trailer. So we got everything loaded up, how we're going to do it when we ride out. And it works great, man. This truck is amazing. So pretty excited. We may or may not get the cameras for inside the trailer, so that we can make sure everything's good with the bikes. But I mean, probably not. We'll probably do that on the next time around. Yeah. So this time we went locally. When on the way back, I'm gonna take the freeway, make sure everything's good on there when we're at speed. And then after that, man, that's gonna do it for part 2 of the trailer. And I'll wrap this up at the house. All right.
Call me Bucky, lucky that I'm innocent. If I didn't have no morals, I'd be menacing. How about rapping conscious but he ignorant? How he from the hood but still gon' go legitimate? How he fuck a bunch of but they still respect the women? He still rollin' in Sonata, he just got the windows tinted. Homie stab me in the back and that can never be forgiven. And my palms been itching, man, I like the superstition. You can't have my phone number unless we running up the digits. Let me meditate, I just need a couple minutes. Tryna low ball me, my cojones to the big ass. When I get high, I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. Yeah, I'm headed to the Bucks, then I'm ballin' like I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. When I get high. Let me meditate, then I celebrate. Tryna get the cake, I don't take a break. Yeah, wait. Grew up in the 90s, we was watching Ricky Lake. We was eating top ramen or a TV dinner plate. Made that couple dollars, so I probably get the steak. Go on out at John and Venice, I told Quinn and I'll be late. Ay, I'm so epidemic, I'ma cause an epidemic. Put my feet up in the building, feel it like a tenant. When I get high, I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. Yeah, I'm headed to the Bucks, then I'm ballin' like yeah. I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. When I get high.
All right, so that's it, man. We got those Condor pit stop, trailer stop. Got 2 of them bad boys. I'm gonna throw some of the flooring paint that we got on these spots here that I covered the holes up from when I had the tie downs there. So everything worked out well. There's no marks on the walls from like the bike was hitting it or anything like that. So all that looks good. Overall, I think it came out pretty nice with the two-tone with the white stripe through the middle. So yeah, man. So I'm gonna go take the trailer back and park it, and that's gonna do it for the trailer, man. So the next time we see the trailer, we're gonna be heading out to Tennessee to the event. So yeah. I think the only thing we got left to prepare is maybe some cold weather gear. Not maybe, for sure. We were looking at the forecast, and man, oh man, this is going to be cold out there, at least compared to what I'm used to. So definitely going to look into getting some cold weather gear and making sure we're good to go, because the last time I was out in the cold was on my way to the King of the Baggers race, and man, oh man, I was not ready. I was so not ready. I was frozen on this bike. So I definitely not going to let that happen again. So yeah, we're going to definitely get some cold weather gear, and then we're going to be hitting the road. So that's going to be the next big video. We're going to do some rides and stuff in between here and there. But anyways, all right, y'all, man, ride every day. And most importantly, make sure you're enjoying it. Peace.